Hey guys, in this video we are going to compare the latest JIOFI jmr815 with the JIOFI M2s, which is the older version. We are going to do the speed test and the downloading test, and also the YouTube streaming test, and finally the upload test, and also the Wi-Fi range tests. So this is going to be a full in-depth comparison, but keep in mind that the network speed depends on the area. So in my area, the network speed of Jio is not that great, but at the same time it is not too bad, so it is kind of average, so do keep that in mind. But because these both devices are tested in the same place, this should be a fair comparison. So make sure that you like this video and also subscribe. So let's begin the video. Alright guys, so on the left you will find the latest JIOFI, and on the right you have the old M2s. And also I made sure that I cleared the cache, and also I rebooted the device before doing the tests. So let's begin the speed test. I'm using the Try speed test app. Right, so you can see guys that the older JIOFI is actually getting better speeds, which is kind of weird, but we have to see the consistency of the test as well. So I'm going to repeat the test, but let's also take a look at the uploading. And again, in uploading it is the older JIOFI that is doing better, which is again strange, and you can see the whole stats. Now let me repeat the test one more time in fast forward. Alright, so again the older M2s seems to be leading. Now let's do the downloading test. Here I am going to download this app, and let's see what the downloading speeds are like. So you can see here again, here the latest JIOFI seems to be doing better. You can see it is downloading at 1 Mbps, whereas the older one is getting around half an Mbps. Alright, now let's move on to the streaming test. Here they both are able to start the stream right away, but they are playing in 360. Now I am going to change it to 720p, and as you can see they both are running in the 720p, no buffer at all, which is really good. Now I am going to switch this to again 1080p. And let's see how the transition is. I don't think there is any buffer at all, which is just amazing. And also I'm going to skip this and see how the buffer is. So I'm going to fast forward this by 10 seconds, and it seems to be taking it really well. Normally the streaming is pretty good with the Jio network as far as I am concerned, and let's try and skip this forward and see how long it will take. And as you can see, the latest version actually did it faster, and but both are pretty much comparable, and there is no day and earth difference. Anyway, let's move on to download speeds. This is where the latest JIOFI boasts of better upload speeds, but I'm going to upload one file which is about 150 MB, and I'm also going to start the timer and see how long this will take. I skipped this forward to save some time, and here you guys can see the uploading is done, and this is about 148 MB file, and you can see they both are very identical. As you can see, around 7 minutes and some seconds, so that is very again comparable. So let's try and take a look at the Wi-Fi range. A lot of people are saying that the Wi-Fi range is better on the older device. So what I'm going to do is I have actually kept the devices really far. This is kind of an extreme test, and you can still see that the older JIOFI is able to have at least one signal, one bar, whereas you can see the newer one does not seem to have that. So you can see that again I moved them closer a bit, and still you can again see that the older device is doing better in terms of Wi-Fi range. Look at the bars, as you can see. So the Wi-Fi range is slightly better on the older device, which is definitely true. Also strange enough that I found the booting times to be faster on the older device, which is again really weird. As you can see, now I booted them at the same time, and you can see that the older Jio device is able to boot really faster. And of course now the older JIOFI does not have SIM in it, but still I did check this out without the SIM and still it is the same. So basically the boot times take longer on the newer JIOFI device. So as you can see guys, here actually it is still booting, and still there is no sign of the signal. Finally there is the signal blinking and it is still unable to pick up the signal, but at least it booted up and finally we got it running. So it is kind of too slow. Anyway, now let's talk about the battery life. The newer JIOFI device has 3000 mAh battery and the older one has only 2300 mAh battery. So obviously the newer one has better battery life. It lasts over 2 hours more compared to the older one. So that is definitely good going for the latest JIOFI device at least. Also the SAR value is much less on the newer device at around 0.7, whereas the newer one has about 1.2 or something. You can check online specs. So that's been it for this video guys. I hope you liked it. Please like and share this video and also subscribe. Thanks for watching guys. I'll see you soon.